Hi, my name is Kris Příhodová, and I'm coming from a very small town, Frenštát pod Radhoštěm, from Czechia. After finishing gymnasium, I went to study chemistry, which was the most random thing ever because I didn't have slightest idea what to do with my life. So I literally just picked the catalog and I was like, okay, medicine, no, technology, no, chemistry. Why not? I just wanted a title from more difficult school, and that was my whole strategy. And guess what? I have never done anything with chemistry ever again. And so what happened after, kind of summarize it. So I lived in 6 different countries. Singapore, Malaysia, Canada, Vietnam, Japan, and right now US. And how it all started. So I never been interested in traveling or living abroad. But when I was 20, I had a car accident which completely changed my trajectory of my life. So I crashed the car. I was quite okay, but I owned the money. So right now I do realize that being in your early 20s in debt is very normal thing in the US, but not in Czechia. So I was like, okay, I have to pay this money as fast as possible. So I was like, okay, I have to go abroad. I have to make money there. So my first trip was to Singapore, and I worked mainly as a model. So just so you know, this presentation gonna be a little narcissistic with my face all over. So after that, I was in beauty pageant in China, and that was Malaysia. And after Canada, I went to Vietnam. So I'm pretty small for a model. So modeling agencies didn't really want me, so I had to find another way how to get into business. So I went mainly through networking. I just met somebody in this country, moved to another country, and that's basically how I was doing it. And I also didn't expect that I'm gonna fall in love with traveling and exploring new countries so much that I'm gonna do it for so long. So my very first trip to Vietnam wasn't really successful. I didn't have much modeling work. I worked mainly as a dancer because you gotta pay bills. But then very last week, I landed this huge fashion show, which was the best experience ever. What many people don't realize is that fashion industry in Vietnam is massive. They put tons of money into that. And how you can see, the production quality and scale is really world class. So after that, I was like, okay, I have to come back to Vietnam, and I'm gonna make my career there. So that was already during COVID. So I was back in Czech. I was like, Mom, Dad, don't worry, COVID is gonna stay in China. But oh well. But it was still the best decision ever because the whole world stopped, but we continued to work the whole year because they closed the borders, and it was the best decision ever. And after that, I went back to Czech, and I started to work on commercials. So I did commercials for quite big brands like Puma, Honda, Hendrix Gin, Klarna. For example, that guy in the corner is Nonso Anozi. He was the actor, for example, in Game of Thrones. And after that, I was like, acting is actually much more fun than modeling. So I was like, okay, I really want to study acting. So I found this school, New York Film Academy in New York. And I attended 1 year film acting conservatory. And it was such a great experience to be back at school. I mean, going from chemistry to acting was, again, random. But I was also the oldest in the class. I was more than 10 years older than my classmates, so I got to listen a lot of jokes, how old I am and how was the World War II and stuff like that. But it was still a great experience. So I graduated last year, August, And since then, I started to work on projects. So I have been part of around 20 projects. I do mainly horror, thriller, drama. And for some reason, I'm getting cast a lot into these depressive roles. So it definitely makes me question how some people perceive me. But I guess, yeah, my face just fit this genre for some reason. But yes, around 5 of these projects we are pushing to film festivals right now. One of the projects was seen by a pretty big producer who worked with Adam Sandler and Robert Pattinson. And we got great feedback from him. He loved the cinematography and the performance. So we were very pleased with it. And right now, yes, we are waiting for results from film festivals. So that's what I'm working on right now. Getting there, networking, working on my American accent, which is pain in the ass. But yes, that's what I'm doing right now. So thank you for your attention.